でしょう。暑いでしょう。ちょっとじゃあ美味しいもの持ってきてよ。取るか。すぐ終わるか。
いい。
死には。
なんでスタートしないんだ。
25秒じゃん、26秒。
あ、オッケー。
わ、ずっとる。
人数が。What is going on, guys?
Hello!
Tuokur is here with.
Thuong です。
Sorry for the delay, guys. Thanks for waiting. We're just checking in now. We got a new SIM card, so hopefully we won't have any problems today. And good to see everyone's already in the chat. So let's try and catch up really quick. Thanks everyone for joining. Hello Funkilla, hello Sock, hello Virgilio, and hello Cameron. Larry, welcome everybody. So we're just gonna wait a few minutes here for people to join. 1 second.
2 banana.
So just 1 second, guys, we'll get started here with our walk. All right, we got a couple people in here now. Let's go ahead and get started. Junshan has her new umbrella. Yeah. She just bought this umbrella for her walking channel because it is crazy hot out. And today it's only about 32 degrees Celsius as opposed to 37 degrees Celsius it's been lately. So I think that's about 90 degrees Fahrenheit, which actually feels a little bit cooler compared to the 100 degrees. I'm kind of wishing I had a sun umbrella right now. I used to make fun of these all the time. I've hated sun umbrellas. I always thought they were kind of meaningless, but when you're spending a lot of time outside in the direct sunlight, they're actually really, really nice. So I'm kind of jealous right now. Also, thank you, Bradshaw, for the super chat. We just caught up on the chat messages, and thanks for sending that. That was before we joined the stream, but thank you, man. So we're going for a walk in a different direction today. We like to change up these walking streams, and for now we're starting all these places nearby where we live, but we're gonna go a different area and show you guys some different attractions here. They got some really nice cars in here, by the way. Oh, some nice shade. That's what we got to do today. We got to make sure we're walking in the shade. Stay safe. From Michael, dig the shirts. Thanks, man. Yeah, these are now our like designated walking shirts. The banana shirts. We got to hurry up and get back to Vietnam so we can increase our selection of fruit shirts. They've got apparently a watermelon one there too we got to get. And hello, Ray from the Philippines. Stay safe. Thanks, man. You too. Yeah, 90 degrees isn't so bad. It's definitely a bit cooler. I can't really say cool, but it's not as crazy hot as it was just a few days ago. We're hopefully past the peak of the heat wave, and from now it should hopefully start getting a little bit cooler. Oh, here comes a loud car. Dang! I know you guys like when the nice cars pass by. You could tell that one was coming. And hello, William from Korea. He's using his bell to get the pedestrian to move. That's illegal by Japanese law. Unless it's an emergency, you can't use your pedestrian to take away, or you can't use your bell to take away the right of way of the pedestrian. But most people use a bell like they normally would in any other country. It's common sense. From more resources, or more sources, are the boxcars getting out of fashion here in Japan? Yeah, there's a lot more people going towards the bigger cars now. Definitely when I first got over here, there were a lot more boxcars, but there don't seem to be as many right now. I've observed the same thing. We have a boxcar though. And actually, we just filmed another video with putting our bikes in our car and how our bikes actually fit inside the tiny little boxcar. So that should be a fun video coming up pretty soon once we finish editing that. Oh man, this is the worst time to walk. The sun is just directly up ahead. There's very little shade. Oh well, we're gonna get some nice cold desserts today. And thanks everyone who's joining the stream. And from Edin, when did Thuong come to Japan and how long has she lived in Japan? いつ日本に来たの?
2014年.
So she came in 2014, 2014 in October. And I came in 2015 in March. So she came a couple months before me, but in terms of total continued residence, I'm longer because she actually had to go back home after her work contract ended, and then I had to apply for a tourist visa to sponsor her to come back over to Japan, and then we got married, and then she was able to change her visa to a spousal visa. We have a couple older videos on our channel when we went through that process, but yeah, it was a long time for us to have to wait to get the proper paperwork and visas for her to come back here once we got married. But there's some fun old videos on the channel when we went to Osaka to the consulate and to Kobe when we were doing those visa applications for our marriage. Do you own a K car? Yeah, we do. We'll be uploading a video with it soon. I think the only other video that I really show it in is the Christmas bike present that I got for Thuong-chan. So when I got her new bicycle for Christmas, I loaded the bike in the car. I think that's the first time I really showed my bike, but I'll be showing it in a new video here pretty soon. Oh, some nice shade in here. Greetings from Costa Rica. From Thelonious, do you use sunscreen? Yes, we do. Thuong-chan loves sunscreen. Oh no, I don't want to leave the shade. Let's see.
So hot.
So hot.
Crazy hot.
Crazy hot. From Larry, can you have a brief conversation in Vietnamese? No, I'm not at that level to do that on a live stream right now. But we might make a video, or I'm planning to make a video in the near future about me studying Vietnamese. Actually, I put my Vietnamese studying on hold right now because I'm job hunting, as many of you guys know, and it's a bit stressful because I need to find a job as soon as possible. And yeah, so that's taking priority right now. Unfortunately, I've had to stop with my Vietnamese studies. But I do hope to get back into that regularly once I'm able to secure my next job. Arigatou gozaimasu, Nihongo botto. Or Nihongo go goto. ちょっと難しい名前。今年の夏すごい暑い。ね。
蒸し暑い。
蒸し暑い。外に出るだけで汗が出る。And from Larry, yeah, there's a lot of paperwork you have to deal with bringing your family or spouse here into Japan. It's a lot of work, but fortunately, once you're done with it, you both can be here. It's pretty easy to get things done here in Japan, but it is a lot of paperwork that you have to go through, and often no support in English. So unless you can read Japanese, it's going to be quite difficult. 知ってる。
まっすぐできない。
So we've done all of this without any legal support. We've managed to survive by doing everything, translating everything on our own. But it has been pretty stressful at times. And from Lewis, where are you guys walking to? We're walking towards my old work area, back towards where the old university is that I used to work at. And there's a couple nice little cafes over there. And in particular, there's a bubble tea place that I wanted to stop by and get some nice bubble tea. So that's why we're heading over this way. It's a different direction than where we've walked so far. And we want to include some food for you guys. We know you love seeing some of the food here. And there's a couple cool different cafes and modern shops along this way. It's a pretty nice area actually. But it is crazy hot right now and there's no shade cover. I'm gonna try and fix the gimbal angle really quick. There we go. And we are wearing masks right now. We probably don't need to because there's no one on the street, but we don't mind it. We're pretty used to it right now. It's a little bit hotter, but it is what it is. Are foreign cars popular in Japan? No, only the luxury cars. But in general, for the most common people, they usually stick with Japanese makers. Toyota, Honda, Suzuki, Nissan.
Honda, Suzuki, Toyota, Mitsubishi.
Yeah, there's only a couple people. The rich people usually go for the expensive, nicer cars or foreign imports. Oh, いいよ。Don't keeps tripping. その靴ダメじゃん。 She's wearing her sandals today. And from Blair, yeah, the documentation in Vietnam seems to be a lot more complicated, and I do hear some horror stories online about having to deal with like bribery and stuff like that. Like you're forced to pay things that you're not really legally required to do, but if you don't pay it, they won't process the paperwork. So fortunately, there's none of that in Japan. We haven't had any issues, but we're not sure when. Our plan was to be able to go to Vietnam, but it's been shut down for months now and no sign of really reopening for family or for tourists. So we don't know when I'd be able to go there. That's why we're sort of forced to be in here in Japan longer than we originally planned. But to stay here, we got to find a new job. So lots of things going against our plans. But we're not the only ones being affected by this. A lot of people are being affected in way worse ways than we are, so it could definitely be worse. So we can't really complain. Hello, Boom Shakalaka from San Francisco. Favorite flavor of bubble tea? I'm a simple guy. I like a standard bubble tea with no sugar, just the sugar from the bubbles. Jeez, loud bike. And from Thelonious, yeah, there's a couple Jeeps here, you'll see. Some people like to have the more like outdoorsy kind of cars as like a, yeah. So ATV kind of driving is a pretty niche little hobby here. Some people are into it. And from Boom Shakalaka, what do you cook? Lately I don't cook that often, but when I cook, I try and cook something that like Thuong doesn't really have much experience cooking, so sometimes I'll cook something special like tacos or pizza. Things Americans love. This is an interesting store, by the way. The name anyway. This is Liquor Mountain. So in case you want to get some drink, some sake, you can get some of that here. They also have some foreign import stuff there as well. Are you using the Osmo Pocket to live stream? No, this is on our new iPhone. So we're on an iPhone and gimbal. I think there's some pictures up on our Instagram of the setup, so you can see that there. From Brent, your Japanese sounds very good. How many kanjis do you know? I don't know. I don't count them, but I can read pretty much any standard text anywhere. For the most part, there are some more complicated advanced words that I don't know, of course, but for general business purposes, general living purposes, I can read most everything. But sometimes there are kanji like with multiple different readings, and I won't know the exact reading, but I can sort of guess or understand the meaning just by the kanji pairing. So, but lately I haven't been studying Japanese very much, so I think my Japanese level is going down now. Even though we live together, we speak Japanese together every day. We speak just sort of like the same kind of conversations most days, so we're not really challenging ourselves and going outside of our normal conversation area. So yeah, Japanese level is going down now with this whole staying at home every day. This is a bakery over here, by the way. They've got some cool, good bread there, but we're not going to get any of that today. It is too hot right now. Also, we got our McDonald's. Oh, kage. Loving this little bit of shade. 1 second of shade. Koko hidari ka. We're gonna turn left here. どうした？こっち渡った方がいいかな。できない。何？知らない。So 1 sec, guys. I'm gonna try and catch up on the comments. It's really bright out though, so it's a little hard to see on the screen. And this is a supermarket here, off to our left. We never come over here to this one. But I did bring a secret weapon today, and that is Frozen Aquarius. So this is kind of like a sports drink here, but in the summer they have these frozen editions. So we've had this in the freezer, and it's been melting in my own. It's a nice way to stay cool here in the crazy hot summer. But yeah, I want to get to the other side of the road because it looks like we can get some shade over there. So yeah, walking in the middle of the day right now, not recommended. But we are planning to set a more dedicated, so if we started streaming earlier, there'd be nowhere to go. We wouldn't be able to get any food. But I guess, yeah, we could just do a normal walk for a while, and then by the end of the stream, places should be open. We can get some food. So, but once it starts getting here into fall, the middle of the day should be pretty nice. And we can get some nice comfortable walks in. This is the gas prices today. Regular, $1.28 per liter. And we also got a Uniqlo here. I never go here, not recently anyway. When I first moved here, I got a lot of my clothes from Uniqlo, but I haven't bought many clothes in the last few years. Oh. Oh, we're gonna cross here. This is cute. Oh, that's good. They got a cute little owl and animal. So we're gonna cross here and hopefully get some more shade. Yeah. At least we'll get some little intervals of shade. This will be nice. Atsui. ちょっとここで休憩. We're gonna take a little break in the shade. すごい汗。汗女。汗男。汗カップル。So I'm gonna try and catch up on the comments really quick. Sorry if I missed your guys' comments. It's been really bright, really hot, so it's hard to read the screen. From Road Code, any good Mexican food there? Yeah, there's some decent Mexican food, but it's all small quantity, so it's not that great. The taste is all right, but I want a lot of quantity. I want a lot of quantity when I'm eating Mexican food. What kind of alcohol is your favorite? I don't want to think about that right now because I'm not drinking this year. Yeah, 110 viewers and only 40 thumbs up. All right, yeah, you guys, if you're watching the stream, you got to give this video a thumbs up. Help support the channel, help spread the stream, help us reach our goal, 50,000 subs by the end of the year. So yeah, I just took off my mask here. We're resting in the shade just for 1 second. From Boom Shakalaka, is Vietnam more hot or humid than Japan? Yes, it is. Vietnamの方もっと暑いでしょ?
そうだけどね。
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 Yes, it is hotter. But if we were to go to Dalat, for example, it would be cooler there. And that's one of the places we were strongly considering moving to. Okay, so we're gonna pull out the. Okay. We're gonna pull out the frozen Aquarius really quick. It's really important to stay hydrated on these really hot days. So this is still, it's a solid block of ice in the center, but parts of the outside are starting to melt. So we can start to drink this and we can get some nice cold beverage, and then we put it back, we close this cap again, and then we can start drinking it again after. So it stays cold for quite a long time. This is really convenient having these in the summer. So itadakimasu. I think this is, yeah, this should be just normal sports drink. Aquarius is one of the main sports drinks brands here. Nice and cold. Okay. So yeah, if you're here in Japan in the summer, I strongly recommend getting one of those frozen drinks. Really good. Okay, we're going to continue on. We're going to make our way towards our destination. We got to get our bubble tea reward. These are our masks today. These are another mask that Thuong made. Last time we were using our Taiyaki masks. These are our Mount Fuji masks.
Fuji-san.
Fuji-san.
Yeah, Fuji-san.
So she made these. Anyway, our masks not mandatory in the public. It's kind of loose. It's not like a strict regulation. I think it is required inside most places, but outside it's generally pretty free, especially if you're in a place with not many people. But we're gonna put the mask back on. It's really hard to do this one-handed. Does she have a sewing machine? No, she sewed these by hand. But yeah, any inside business here or any inside building, it's going to be required to wear the mask, but outside, it's generally not really required, and you don't see many people doing it, especially if you're exercising. Like if you're running or cycling, it's really uncomfortable and really hot. Does this count as exercise? We're doing our walk. Uniqlo. Actually, when I did go here a couple times when I first moved here in Japan, it was funny because some of my students were working there. So they could see exactly what I was buying. They do sometimes have some cool collaboration shirts. I've gotten some like Naruto shirts or Star Wars shirts. I've got the drugstore here. From JRK, is she making the two-wheel cruise masks? She just makes our own masks for our personal use. I think we have a couple mask options on our merch store. I don't think they're very great options. Like it's nothing that special. It's just like our logo on the mask. But we were thinking to try and make like a custom pattern similar to the one that we have now that would be like more cool. Just haven't taken the time to work on those designs right now. We don't sell too much merch, honestly, so it's not really worth the time to like make the design and stuff. Nobody on the streets, is that normal? Yeah, there's usually not too many people out on these streets. I would say the weekdays would be busier because that's when, this is a university area, so there's lots of university students. But now with the pandemic, everything being online, a lot of students don't live nearby anymore. And it's the weekend, so they're off more in the city. I guess we're out in the suburbs. Oh, nice shade here. And so where are we moving now? Osaka or Tokyo? Basically, we're gonna go wherever there's a job. I'm looking for jobs at the moment and there's nothing that great, to be honest. Part of us wants to stay in Nagoya because we're comfortable here. We have our life here. We have our apartment. And it would be really expensive for us to move. It would be at least like a $2,000, $3,000 fee for us to move, to pay the move-in fees for the new apartment and to move all of our stuff. So it'd be really expensive to move, but on the other hand, we really would like to live in like Kansai area because there's so many cool places over there. Osaka, Kyoto, Kobe, and there's so much more cool stuff we can show you guys. Go on some more interesting rides, and Thuong can film some more interesting walking videos. So it is tempting to move over there for that reason. But it all depends on the job, if we can find a good job or not. And from Boom Shakalaka, do you have a P.O. box for donations? Unfortunately, there's not many like P.O. box options here in Japan. We've tried looking into it to make something, but I couldn't find anything good. And I don't feel too comfortable like giving out our personal address. But if, for example, you wanted to donate something, a particular item, you could just send us a message, and if you donate on PayPal or on our Patreon, you can request that we use the money like a specific way. So if it's something we can order online or buy at a store here, we can definitely try to apply the money the way that you intend for it to be used. So that's one alternative, but unfortunately we have no good way to get like a P.O. box here. And we're working our way back over here to the university area. From Play Teles. It looks hot out. I recommend a pit stop at Komeda's. We are going to do a pit stop up here. We're going to get a nice cold beverage, hopefully. There's a restaurant, or not restaurant, but a bubble tea shop up here I've been wanting to stop by for a long time. So that's where we're heading towards. It's really close. It's just up here a little bit more. And from Funkilla, I'm waiting for the Let's Go jerseys.
Let's go.
Yeah, we're thinking to make some Let's Go shirts. We're not sure what design that we would want to do. Maybe like a picture of Thuong's face or something. Okay. What are you doing? That car totally just tried to cut into us. That's one annoying thing in Japan, is the cars will pull over and turn as much as possible. So it's basically like they're turning into you. And it's really dangerous, because you don't know if the car is going to stop. It keeps coming towards you. So you stop because you don't want to keep walking and then have the car hit you. It creates a really dangerous situation. But that guy obviously didn't look before he turned, and he tried turning after he saw there were no cars, but he didn't check if there were any pedestrians. So completely in the wrong. I guess I got his plate in the video. Anyway, annoying drivers here. But yeah, for the Let's Go shirts, we're definitely gonna make something along that lines. I'm not sure. It'd just be kind of boring if it's just the text like Let's Go. It'd be funny if we get some sort of like anime character of Thuong's face or something, or like a body kind of pose with her hands out like Let's Go. So maybe we'll do something like that. We'll hire some graphic artist to design an anime version of her with Let's Go. So if you'd like that kind of shirt, let us know. And we'll try and get something made soon. That's turning into Thuong's like catchphrase now. This is a katsu restaurant, by the way. Mamezon. Pretty popular. We got the pig up here. It's really good. And this is the bubble tea place that we were thinking about going to. So I think we gotta cross here, but it's actually quite dangerous. So we're gonna walk down and then, yeah, mazu kochi ni iku. There's too many cars here. It's too dangerous to cross. So we're gonna go down to the main intersection and then cross over. But yeah, this is where we're thinking to go. I've had the spot on my radar for quite some time. It looks really good. Wataru? Okay. Oh, we got across. We got an opening. Very good. Okay. And thank you, Art of Cycling. Thank you for the super chat. We will put that to good use right now with our bubble tea. Arigatou gozaimasu.
ありがとうございました。
美味しいタピオカジュース
ね
飲みましょ
え、ねえ、嬉しい。冷たいもの。
う。Yeah, we want something nice and cold. Let's go, let's go.
Let's go.
So this is our first time coming here. There's quite a few cars, and I'm not sure if I can bring the camera inside, but maybe we can eat out here. But it's really hot. Let's take a look at the menu really quick though. Here we go. What do we got?
台湾の台中から。
Hmm?
台湾の台中から。
Ah, so this apparently is a Taiwanese brand. So if anyone's been to Taiwan and you've seen this restaurant there, I guess this is, they're importing the ingredients from here, or the materials from there to here. So that's pretty cool. These are quite expensive though. Milk tea, matcha, hojicha. So they've got the brown sugar tapioca, they've got the fruits tapioca, and they got the fresh fruits clear tea. So what should we get? Kimi dochi ni suru?
どっちがいいかな。わかんない。
I
マンゴーも美味しそうだけど。
망고? どこ?
めっちゃ甘い。
아, 美味しそうね。
だけどめっちゃ甘いみたい。
なあ。망고 타피오카.
バナナナッツチョコ。
바나나 나츠 초코.
それバナナとチョコミス。あなたどっち？クルジは？
抹茶かな?
いいんじゃない？シェアする。
Okay.
じゃあ OK、
で、君どっちにする?
マンゴー、タピオカ、C。
Okay, so she's gonna go with the mango. I'm gonna go with the matcha. The hojicha does look good too. Unfortunately, we can't get everything. And I just had a hojicha latte the other day. So I think, yeah, we're gonna go with the matcha today. Thank you, Boom Chakalaka. Brown sugar boba.
Thank you so much. Boom sakalaka.
Okay. Well, since you're buying, I'm gonna go with your recommendation. I'll go with the brown. I'll go with the brown sugar. Thuong's gonna go with the mango. Oh, and you can get regular milk or soy milk. Well, we're probably just gonna get regular milk. Okay, let's go in. I'm not sure if I can bring the camera inside. So I think maybe I'll have Thuong hold the camera here and I'll go inside and order. I don't think they'd be really happy with me bringing the camera inside. じゃあ、ここで座って待ってくれる?
Okay.
Okay. So she's gonna wait outside with her sun umbrella. I'm gonna go inside and order. I don't feel comfortable bringing the live stream inside. ここで座る?
暑いよ。
あ、ここに? Okay. So wait 1 second, guys. Thuong, maybe we'll try and answer your questions. I'm gonna go inside and get some of the tea.
I can.
あ、座っていいよ。メッセージ読む?
読めない。Oh my god. Hi, I go. Oh, hi everyone. I'm very hot. Okay, I can try by my English not very well, but I can try. Hi. Thank you, Ed Peter. Thank you for super chat. Pierre Charat Telecom Brown Party Harm. Wow. A lot of comments. Hello, Tune. Wow, Chris. Chris kita. Get to start. No, my camera. Yeah.
We got our bubble tea. So this was about $13 for 2 of these. It's quite expensive,
Really?
and actually it's not like bubble tea in Taiwan. Like, bubble tea in Taiwan is awesome. It's so good because you can control everything. You can control the sugar they put in, you can control the ice, and this is more than half ice, I'm pretty sure. So unfortunately this is going to be gone really quick, but I got the brown sugar one, which is always good, really good. And this is the mango one.
Yeah.
Mango bubble
My
tea.
mango.
And they had a couple different choices with the mango. The mango, you could get yogurt or milk. I just got regular milk for both of them. And this one you could get regular milk or soy milk, but we went with regular milk. Thuong loves her mango. It's one of her favorite fruits. Mango daisuki da ne.
Thank you, Ed Peter, for super chat.
Yes.
Ed Peter.
Thank you, S. Perez, for the super chat. Very much appreciated. Anyway, itadakimasu.
いただきます。Cheers.
Cheers.
1、2、3。
そういう風に言わない。
もうタイバ
もたえばよ。
ー。Yo!
That's the Vietnamese style.
Vietnamese style.
Yeah.
乾杯。乾杯。混ぜる？
Really good tapioca.
これめっちゃ美味しい。
Tapioca I feel like Japanese TV when we do these food vlogs. Oishii.
Wow. チェアする。
え
これじゃないのよね。
いや、それ、なんていう
ミルクティー？
その濃い色の砂糖。
黒
の砂糖。
それをその魚かの肝
Yeah, the mango one's pretty good as well. Japan does not mess around when it comes to prices, especially this kind of place. It gives kind of like the oshare vibe. Oshare means kind of like fancy. So it's kind of like, this is a premium. They make it look really nice. The quantity is really small, and they charge you a lot. It's the Japanese way. So yeah, these are about 650 yen, or about, with taxes, about 700 yen each. About $6-7. And you can see this is not even like a medium size in the US, and half of it's ice. So it's a little disappointing because the quantity, but the taste is really good. But in Taiwan, yeah, this would be like $3 maybe for these premium ones. But you can get like a normal bubble tea in Taiwan that's still really good for like $1, $1.50. But really good. Taste is good. Presentation is good. This shop was also really interesting. They had a lot more in there than I was expecting. They had a bakery, なんかパン屋さんもいろんなデザートも and they had really good looking shaved ice. So we got to come back here again and get some more stuff. They had options to eat inside. They have some tables upstairs. But yeah, there's a lot of like oshare kind of places around here.
美味しいな。英語で喋った。
英語で喋った？
あんまりできないけど。
She was speaking English to you guys when I was gone?
No.
Maybe we should
No
do
good.
that. We should do a live stream for Thuong only. 自分のライブする?
No, I can't. I cannot. コストコ。
Vietnamese coffee is fantastic. I still need to try it. I haven't tried Vietnamese coffee yet. I'm not a really big coffee guy, but I've been meaning to try it.
ちょっとでいいよ。
Yeah, the mango's good.
I can not? You can.
Huh? No.
Cheese
That's one thing. Bubble tea wasn't really popular in Japan when I first came here about 5 years ago, but within the last year, there's been like a bubble tea boom. But they do it the Japanese style, so it's not the same in Taiwan where there's like bubble tea everywhere. But there are bubble tea shops popping up in a lot of places in Japan, but none of them are really affordable. They all think like, oh, $5 is the minimum price for a bubble tea in Japan, and we can just fill it with a bunch of ice. So it's a bit frustrating because you know like the real thing, you know the real bubble tea. Like Taiwan is where bubble tea was invented. It's really cheap, really good. And now, even though there's a lot more options of bubble tea in Japan, the price isn't going down. It's still really expensive. なんか最近タピオカジュースの店がいっぱい増えてるけど値段がすごい高い。あと量が少ない。台湾と比べたら。
でも美味しい、ね。
でも美味しい。確かに美味しい。
なんか台湾が美味しいだけど、なんか見た目そんなに量が大事する翻訳して。でも日本が見た目。なんかすごい見た目。
She said the taste is really good in Taiwan, but they seem to value like volume more than presentation, which is fine for me. Like I don't care for presentation. Just give me volume and like quality, and I'm happy. But Japan really loves presentation. 見た目は大事。
見た目大事。なんかなんていうタイのタピオカも美味しかった。
Thank you, Tracy. Thank you for the super chat.
Tracy Nguyen? Vietnamese?
Nguyen? Are you Vietnamese?
I don't know.
Yeah, I really struggle with that pronunciation, that Nguyen. I know like it's a really common Vietnamese name, but I really struggle with certain pronunciation sounds in Vietnamese language.
Nguyen って名字でも何名でも使えるから。
あ、そう。
どっちか知らないけど、多分何名だと思う。
So Nguyen can be a first name or a last name apparently. That's pretty interesting.
It's on turn now.
And from Chris, the one I had today was about double the size, full of jellies, fruits, and coconut. About the same price. Yeah, I don't mind the price, but I'd rather get a lot more. This is going to be over really quickly, but... And from Boom Shakalaka, Hanoi is famous for its egg coffee. I saw some video of that. It looks really interesting. I do want to try it one day. So once we go back to Vietnam, we're definitely going to be doing a crazy food tour. We don't really do food tour videos here in Japan because like all the food is normal for us now, so it's not like we're trying anything new, but we realize some of this stuff might be new for you guys, so maybe we'll try doing some more food tour kind of videos.
Fuku めっちゃ可愛い。ありがとうございます。
Yeah, we love our banana shirts. Thank you. So there's people with the name Nguyen Nguyen. 名字も下の名前 Nguyen Nguyen っていう人もいる。
あるある。ただトーンが違う。トーンが違う。
So there's the tone changes. Oh, thank you, Andre. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you, Andre.
Andre.
Thank you for super chat.
This is good English pronunciation. She can just try reading your guys' names.
Yeah, I can try.
What is the differences between tapioca in Taiwan and Japan? First off, tapioca juice was created in Taiwan, so it's invented there. And some other big differences is the number of shops. There's tapioca bubble tea shops everywhere in Taiwan, basically every block. maybe that's an overgeneralization. But recently, the trend for tapioca bubble tea is only like recent in Japan. The quantity is different. The Taiwan sizes are way bigger, and the prices are cheaper. And I think you have a lot more options. So you can order like how much sugar you want. You can order how much milk you want, how much ice you want. You can really customize your order. But in Japan, there doesn't seem to be really any option. It's just you order it and you get whatever the standard is. Oh, thank you, Lewis. Lewis on Earth.
Oh, thank you, on Earth.
Louis.
Or
maybe Louis.
Louis.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends on where you're from. I guess it can be Louis or Louis. Hopefully we're getting that right.
Thank you
but
so
thank
much.
You. And greetings from Greece. Thanks for joining on the stream. Thanks and good luck for the job hunting. Thank you. Yeah, it's very stressful right now. I'm looking every day on different job sites trying to find a good option. Hopefully we find something soon. Oh, it is a silent S. That's good. Sometimes she doesn't add the last sound in a word. Vietnamese people tend to do that. Louis,
Louis.
Louis.
Thank you, Louis.
Louis.
I am Thuong.
He knows. This is surprisingly lasting a little bit longer than I was expecting.
I love nước mía. これ知ってるの飲んだことあるけど。
何？
nước mía?
何それ？
sugar なんだっけ？
俺飲んだことある？
飲んだことあるよ。文タオで。有名な。
その機械で作ってた。
そう。
Oh yeah. That's sugarcane juice. That's really popular in Vietnam. It's really cheap and it's really good. And they'll make it right in front of you. They have the grinder, so they'll grind the sugarcane right in front of you, and they'll make the juice. It's really good.
Only walk around Nagakute, but you to look to Singapore.
Yeah, we haven't been to Singapore yet.
Yeah.
We'd like to go one day.
みんなバナナシャツ好きだね。
Man, this sun umbrella was a good investment. If we didn't have this right now, we'd be dying. この傘買ってよかった。
ね。
This is our business expense.
暑いこんな天気が傘ないと。はい。次はトレス。
And from Boom Shakalaka, how do you search for jobs? There's a couple of different ways. I'm looking at different job sites. So you can use like LinkedIn, Gaijin Pot Jobs, some other different job forums. Or if you know the company, if it's big enough, you can look directly on their website. So you can search for schools nearby, look on their website, see if they have any hiring positions posted. You could also use a recruiter. That's probably the smart way to do things. I've been looking at just job postings so far, but I am thinking to try and contact a recruiter. I think they might be able to help me find something better. I haven't really done that personally myself before. So if anyone has an experience using a recruiter here in Japan, let me know. Yeah, I think it's hit or miss. I think there's a lot of really kind of shady recruiters that just try and find anyone. But I think there's also probably some good recruiters out there.
次はいつベトナムに行く？
どこ？
チリベトナムの
Vietnam Gold. So from Chris, how is your Vietnamese language studying going? I was studying pretty regularly for about like 2 months or so. and I got a decent vocabulary, I think, but lately my priority has shifted, so now I'm focused more on job hunting, and it's been too stressful for me to study, honestly, between all the video editing and filming that we do, and regular writing, of course, and job hunting, and I work on some other websites as well. So between all of that, it's just been too stressful for me to study right now. So unfortunately, I'm taking a break on my Vietnamese studies right now, and especially with us thinking that we are going to stay here in Japan if we find a good job, learning Vietnamese is turned down to a lower priority. It used to be a high priority because we were planning to move to Vietnam, but now that we don't seem to be able to move to Vietnam, possibly before the end of this year, yeah, it's just not a high priority right now anymore. But I still do want to learn, of course. And Ohio Sensei is decent for teaching. Yeah, I've been looking at their job postings. Actually, I did interview for a job this last week, and they actually gave me the job. They needed someone right away. It was up in Gifu, and we were really strongly considering it because it's still nearby here, but we would have had to move like right away within the week, and it was a pretty busy schedule. It would have had me driving at least like 2-3 hours every day, going from different schools in the Gifu area. So it was decent because the pay was all right, but it was kind of like a contract-based position. Like they didn't want to treat you as a full-time employee, so they didn't want to pay benefits. But the pay other than that was like all right. But there was a lot of driving, and yeah, it wasn't a full, like, you're not a standard full-time employee with benefits, and we had to move like right away. So I turned it down. We wanted more time to find something a little bit better, and I want to find something where we can get full benefits being here. But that would have been a cool opportunity to live in a different area nearby and explore some more up there. And from Andrew, you should start a bike tour business for the time being. That's another thing we are considering, trying to set up a business. That'd be a huge investment. We would need at least $50,000 to invest, and we need a solid business plan. We need to make the business profitable, and I don't think any tourist-based business right now is going to be very profitable for the next year with everything that's going on right now. So I don't really have strong confidence in making a business like that. Just for the sake of being here. Maybe if the market conditions were different, yeah, I'd totally go for it, but I don't think the timing is right. I think we want to wait at least a year before we try and build a company like that. And
クリスかわいそう。
何が？
知りません。クラリング園。とね、かわいそう。
Oh, we got all the tapioca down at the bottom. We can't put those to waste. And thanks, Chris. I hope you guys enjoyed our recent video we uploaded last night with the long ride in the waterfall. It's a cool style. I like these, just showing the full experience. And we were really surprised there. We had a really nice ride. First time going to that park. From Oscar. What's a good site or app for learning Japanese? I would plug my own site, jlptsensei.com. It's not the greatest for beginners, but if you're looking for some sort of self-study supplement and you have some base foundation in Japanese, I would say that site, I've made it, is pretty good. But it's not very great for like a beginner if you're just starting out at the very beginning. It does require you to have some basic foundation. I think when you're first learning a language, you really want to have like a dedicated teacher. But once you have a decent foundation in the language, you can self-study, and you can, especially Japanese, it's really easy to self-study compared to other languages. Because all you need to do is just memorize kanji, and the pronunciation doesn't change. There's no tone or anything. From Chris, could you be a cycling coach? Yeah, I guess I could set up a business like that, but I would need clients. And that might be interesting, being able to like sort of coach cycling in English. So like it'd be double, like you get English practice and you get like an actual cycling coach with cycling experience. That could be interesting. And can you rent bikes in Nagoya? Yeah, I think there's a couple shops here that rent bikes. I don't know specifically. I haven't had to do that before.
あっちへ
Now this is the hardest part. We got to get all these little tapioca balls. These are really good. Tapioca, oishii ne.
Oh,
Oh wow! Thank you, Jason. Jeez, thanks so much for the super chat. So
Thank
bubble
you,
tea sounds
Jason.
refreshing. A little something for dinner. Thanks for the content. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks so much. Konya nani
thank
o
you so
taberu?
much. あれだ何多いかな
冷蔵庫に何かある?
冷蔵庫か
Anything in the fridge? 何かある?
あーパスタ冷凍でしょパスタ入れてあるや
We were planning to eat some frozen pasta tonight, but thanks to your super chat, we're gonna treat ourselves to something a little bit more special, I think. じゃあ今夜もっとなんか美味しいもの食べようか。
あそことんかつの
とんかつ。
じゃあ後ろのとんかつの店がめっちゃ美味しくて、安いしご飯がめっちゃ美味しい、ご飯が放題キャベツが放題、めっちゃ安いでも美味しい
Yeah, the katsu restaurant we just walked by before we came here. Really good.
Very good.
Very good.
Yeah.
And a lot of the katsu places here will have all you can eat cabbage, salad,
Yeah.
and rice. And they have some really good rice mixes there. And I never really ate cabbage before coming to Japan. Japan loves cabbage. But I like cabbage now, like especially if you're eating like heavy meat or greasy kind of meat. Cabbage is really good.
I think it will need a steak.
Thuong needs a steak.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we'll buy some steak.
でこの辺の美味しいなスティックの店があんまりないから
Yeah, there's no good like steak restaurants nearby us. It's just a lot of like little thin like yakiniku. It's not very good. We prefer real steak, so we're better off just buying the steak and cooking it at home. So maybe we'll do that. じゃあステーキ買って家で作ろうか。
おステーキ
Maybe we can do a steak live stream. But steak is
ま
tough
た
to
夜
eat.
また夜のライブ
Another night live stream with steak. We'll see.
No KFC
No
先
KFC.
週食べた
Yeah, we had KFC last week. We can't do that every week.
Yeah また夜ステーキ食べる
And hey, Butters, I'm too busy with law school to follow your
Oh.
channel recently. But glad, hope everything is good with your family in Vietnam. Thanks, man. Good luck in law school. That sounds really tough.
なんかまたベトナム語のコメントある Chị Thuong ơi, anh Cruz ăn bún thịt nướng chưa? ベトナム語クルーズがなんかなんていうかこれ食べたクルーズ食べた覚えてるサイゴンでなんか美味しいのお店ブーンだけどなんか上に焼肉乗せてザーサイとかいろんなザーサイそれbún thịt nướngっていうかサイゴンでクルーズ食べたanh Cruz ăn bún thịt nướng ở Sài Gòn rồi ok
Yeah, I guess I did have that food over when we were in Saigon. That was really good. I liked
very
it.
good
なんかその白い麺。
そうそうブーンブーンyeah 上が焼肉下が麺でいろんな美味しいのソースつけてきゅうりとかレタスめっちゃ夢とか名物最後で美味しいのお店がありますよ
Yeah, that was really good. That was one of my favorite foods when we were in Vietnam. We've gotten a couple questions about Sayaka. Are you still in touch with her? Yeah, she's doing really well. She lives up in Gifu, up in Gifu. So it's quite a bit of ways from where we are. And we haven't been able to meet because we haven't been meeting in the city because of the pandemic. But I have been wanting to meet with her and make some videos to share with you guys. So maybe I'll ride my bike up to Ogaki or one day to say hi. KFC drive-through with bicycle? Yeah. We've done drive-through twice in Japan now by bike. once at McDonald's and once at KFC. I don't think they really like you doing it, but I don't think there's like a specific rule that says you can't do it. And right now with the pandemic, it's like, I don't want to go inside. I'd rather the drive-thru safer. And technically, a bicycle is a vehicle, so I think it's okay. I don't know. They didn't complain. There was no issue.
バンシャオ昨日食べた
Next week's live stream is gonna be a Yowamushi pedal marathon. Is Yowamushi pedal back on next week? Is something going on with that? I think the live stream movie was just released or something. I saw some people posting about that. Is the next anime season coming up next week? Oh, Mara.
どうぞ
Amai. She can only drink a little bit of sweet stuff.
今度じゃあ寿司作ろうかステーキ寿司またライブするまた行く Oh.
We still got our frozen juice box. Mara, naka wa kori. So it's about maybe 30% still ice. So we gotta drink this while it's still cold, but we just drank all this bubble tea. We also got our, this is shio ame. So this is kind of like it's basically like a sports drink in a tablet, in a candy kind of form. It's really good. We're gonna get we're gonna have these later. Have you considered buying the Yowamushi pedal jerseys merch? Yeah, I really want to get one of the Yowamushi pedal jerseys, but I'm not sure which one I'd want to get. Team Sohoku, Kyoto, or the Gakuen. Yeah, I'd want them all, I think. Okay, we're just about to finish up here with our little pit stop, and we're going to continue on with our walk. But I don't want to put these tapioca balls to waste. All right. All right, I'm gonna drop these back off inside. Then we're gonna continue on with our walk.
Good morning. Hi, Louis. Hi,
Oh,
Larry.
暑い外.
Yeah.
Very hot out here.
Yeah. 私一人いるときヘロだけでみんな言ってくれた。
Cruz should work in the USA for some investment bank. Do I look like an investment bank kind of guy? Actually, my undergrad studies, I did study like accounting and business management, and I was really close to getting my CPA.
Hello,
But and my first year of work, I actually worked for a bank. But anyway, we're gonna continue on with our walk. So let's
let's go.
change the camera angle.
Let's go.
Let's go.
次はどこに行く？
次はどこに行こうかな。その坂の寺に行くか。
昼ご飯まだ食べてない。
ああ。Let's go. まあとりあえずまっすぐ。So we've got two options now. One is we can keep walking further away. And there's a cool little temple up here, but it's up a big hill and it's really hot. Or we can loop back and start making our way back home. It's really hot. どっちにしようかな。暑いな。
暑いな。思い出した。
何よ。
いや、右曲がったらスティックのお店。
ああ、ブロンコビリー。
そう。美味しいか知らんけど。
そんなに。
あ、そうなんだ。
それハンバーグ。普通のステーキじゃない。パチンコ。
I don't like.
Yes to the snake, or yes to the steak. We can't eat any steak right now. It is too hot. And we're actually pretty full from or at least I am. I'm pretty full from the bubble tea. Doうしよう。どうしよう。Turn right. 右行くの？So we're gonna, okay. We're going for it. We're going the long way. So I guess we're gonna do a long stream. Oh, we got some nice shade here though. じゃあこっちに続きましょう。Over here is the university I used to work at. Some nice shade here though. Let's enjoy this while it lasts. It smells like meat here. She's always quick to spot the smell of meat. From Chris. Thuong is strong because she holds the camera for walks. Yeah, she's been doing a lot of walking lately. Getting back in good shape. Walking and biking. She's turning into a pro cameraman. She uses the GoPro more than I do now. And from Thuong, yeah, I think it depends on the SIM card you have, but I think there's a lot better cheap, fast SIM card options in Vietnam compared to Japan. Japan really locks you in with the SIM card contracts, and it's not great. This is Bronco Billy, a popular family steakhouse here. It's all right. It's not that great. It's not like real steak. It's more like, I don't even know how to call it, like Hamburg steak. S. Perez, meat is Thuong 6 cents.
Huh?
Yeah, I definitely would agree with that's pretty accurate. This is Hamazushi, one of the 100 yen sushi restaurants. When I studied abroad here, I ate here quite often. Actually, when I studied abroad here in Japan, almost 9 years ago now, I studied abroad here for 1 semester. I lived right over there, right in that dormitory. So I would just cross the street here and I'd get my 100 yen sushi all the time. So it's kind of funny. All my time in Japan, when I studied abroad, I lived in this area. And when I started my first new job here, I lived in this area. And then when I continued my next job, I still lived in this area. So my whole time here, I've always been in Nagakute or Nishin. From Jill, do you get any snow? It might snow here once a year. That's about it. And from Samir, any chance on the dinner stream tonight? Yeah, I'm not sure. We still got to go to the grocery store and get some food to make sure we have anything to cook. And we still got to prepare some of the videos for uploading tonight. So we'll see. If we're doing well on time, maybe. Oh, this guy tried to do a U-turn. So this is my old dorm, right here to the left. That's where I used to live many, many years ago. So we are going to walk over towards the temple. I think, yeah, we've shown this place a couple times briefly in some other videos in the past, but now you'll know how we get there. It's not too far away from here, but we do have to go up a hill. Thanks, Larry. Thanks for joining. And hello, Tom from Da Nang. Oh man, that's where we want to be right now. What's the temp right now? It's about 32, 33 degrees Celsius. So I think that's a bit, over 90 degrees Fahrenheit. We got a Saizeria here. An indoor tennis dome here. Tennis dome. Yeah, Thuong and I recently or I guess it was a couple weeks back now, we went and took her for her first time to try tennis. She really enjoyed it. We weren't playing on a court or anything, we just found a wall and we were banging the balls against the wall, practicing, getting used to the racket. She really enjoyed it. We'd like to try taking her out for some more tennis in the near future. Okiotsuke. Hey Eli, what's going on? Hope you're doing well over in Vietnam. And from LJ, have you ever been north in Japan up to Sapporo? I've been to Hokkaido a couple times. I think I've been maybe 2 times. I went up for the winter festival in Sapporo. I've gone up to go on some snowboarding trips and I really like it. So I've only been in the winter. I really want to go in the summer, so we are thinking to maybe travel there right now and just take advantage of this time. But Thuong has never been up there. I really want to try it in the summer though, just to sort of experience a summer in Japan without humidity. I think it'd be a really strange feeling. This is an interesting log cabin house here too. You don't see many places like this. Not here anyway. Looks very cool. And from Michael H, does your family ever come to visit from the States? No, no one in my family has ever come to visit me here, which is really annoying. I wish one of them would come at least. And from Andrew, have you ever been to Charlotte, North Carolina? Yeah, I've been there a couple times. I actually have family that's based over there. And I used to go to school in Banner Elk, North Carolina. So I had spent some time in North Carolina before. Here we go, we're beginning the climb. Migi. And we're gonna go up a different way. Rather than stay in the crazy heat on the pavement, let's go up the secret trail. So we're gonna do a little bit of hiking today. Hopefully the connection will stay strong over here. And hopefully there's not too many mosquitoes in here. Oh, but this shade.
Oh.
Oh, Suzushi.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh, finally I can read the screen now. Suzushi, nice and cool in here. Oscar, summer without humidity, you mean a desert? Yeah, I guess that's true. When there's no humidity, it can be really tough. I remember when I was living in St. Louis for grad school, and I was on the cycling team there. We went to Nationals, and Nationals was held in Salt Lake City, Utah, or nearby there. And it was just so dry. And I remember I wasn't really able to acclimate. Like, I felt like a lot of pain in my lungs and when I was breathing, because I was so used to breathing like humid air. So that's true. I guess if you're used to the humidity, when you go to a place without humidity, it can also be really rough over there. Oh, nice and cool in here though. The shade makes a big difference. What's the name of the temple you go to? I forget the actual temple name, but this is Iwasaki. So back to the main road here. Whew. Almost to the temple. Dosta? Nomu. Yeah, we are sweating like crazy right now. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you for the super chat.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Jerry.
Tracy. Tracy. So we got our little frozen juice. Cheers. Our frozen juice box. Really glad we brought this. Always important to stay hydrated.
Whoa.
Oh. Oh, this is completely melted now. So we're gonna drink this now while it's cool. The one bad thing about this is it does get a little bit diluted. So when you drink it in the beginning, the stronger flavor will melt first. So at the end, it's more of a water kind of flavor.
Oh, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Monai.
Say goodbye.
Wow, is Arizona the driest place in the US? That was my first time there, and I was just shocked at how dry it was. It was crazy. What time is it right now?
What time is it?
Ema nanji?
And now is 1 p.m.
1 p.m. 1:40. 1時40分.
Oh no.
Oh no. It's 1:40 p.m. Okay, let's keep going. We've been streaming for over an hour and a half now, but we're gonna keep going up a little bit. We're gonna go up to the temple. There's a nice view up here too. And I'm sure we're gonna do some vending machine breaks as well. So fortunately, this isn't too long of a hike. From Thuong, do you toss the empty bottle anywhere you like in Japan? No, definitely no. Oh, there's a lizard here. Can you guys see him?
What?
Oh, he's fast. But yeah, no, you can't just throw bottles anywhere here in Japan. Most people will bring their garbage with you, so you always carry a bag to like store your garbage and you take it home with you. Or you can stop by a convenience store and you can use their garbage. Or if you buy the drink from like a vending machine, usually right next to the vending machine they'll have a plastic bottle collection bin. So you can use that. One crazy thing in Japan though is there are a lot of big spiders. I'm not sure if you can see this. Let's try and change the lens. But There are lots of big spider webs here. Big spiders. We're going to switch to the regular lens now. Let me know what you guys think. Up until now we've been using the ultra wide. This is the regular lens. Which one do you prefer? Let's try using this lens for a little bit. See what you guys think. Hey Savino. Yep, cicadas are they are in full motion right now, and they've been singing, crying for the last few weeks. We're pretty used to it now. It's just the background sound in summer in Japan. And Chris, yeah, it's funny at Fushimi Inari, the vending machines get more expensive the higher you go. It's the same thing at Mount Fuji. The drinks get more expensive the higher up you go. Natsukashi Fuji-san no Tozan. If you guys didn't see it, Thuong and I, when we first started dating, we decided to hike Mount Fuji together. Actually, when we first started dating, we did all these challenges together. Like we cycled around Lake Biwa, we hiked Mount Fuji, and she did a really good job. She was still working a full-time physical labor job at that time, and she still did all these like physical challenges with me. So check out our old Mount Fuji hiking video. It's an old one, but she did really good. It was her first time hiking. Her first time hiking, and she hiked up Japan's biggest mountain. Oh, just walked into a spider web. That is not pleasant. Yeah, after all this walking, we're gonna have to get some snacks after this too. We just took our little tapioca juice break. That'll hold us over for a while, but maybe on our way back, if we've got enough battery left, we can still do that. So here we are up at the main temple area. And this is where I do a lot of my cycle training, up this hill, or back when I was training. It's a pretty cool area. So this is the main gate. And maybe we'll go up a little bit. I'm not sure if it's rude to live stream these places, but I guess we filmed like regular videos here too, so it's probably okay. This is another rest area. There's some cats here. Hello. Temple cats, that's what I call them. There's actually quite a few cats over here around the temple. So we got a nice view off in the distance here. Can we zoom in? There we go. And from Jill, do you have those huge hornets? Let's sit down for 1 second. We'll take a little break. We got some nice shade in here. Oh, perfect. Whew. Oh, it feels good to not hold the giant gimbal.
Good job.
Good job. That's our new favorite phrase. Do we have the huge hornets? I'm guessing you mean the, what is it, Suzumibachi? Yeah, I've only encountered them once in my time here. They're really dangerous though. You do not want to mess with them. Fortunately, I've not had to experience with them other than that one time. And Vietnamese girls are tougher than they look, definitely. No doubt about that. And hey Charlie, what are you going to work now? Are you staying in Japan? We're not sure. We're going to stay in Japan if we can find a good job that will allow us to stay here. But if I'm not able to find anything good, we may have to just try and move on and maybe hop to another country before we can go to Vietnam. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to go to Vietnam anytime soon, but it looks like other countries might open up sooner. For example, Indonesia or Taiwan. So worst case scenario, if we do have to leave Japan when our visa expires, we'll have to hop over to one of those other countries and just sort of hop around until we can enter Vietnam. Ideally, we don't really want that to happen because that's really uncertain and we don't know. We want to be as stable as possible moving forward. So we are looking for a good job to stay here in Japan. But yeah, I'm hunting right now. And from Tracy, are there farmers markets in Japan? Yeah, there's some stuff similar to that. You just need to know the right place to go. I don't think there's any like really super big ones, but they do sell them at certain locations. And Charlie, yeah, if you're interested in me making a website for you, just message me on Facebook later and we can talk about that. Okay. 自動販売機ないな。No vending machine here. Okay, I think we're going to walk up the temple a little bit and show it to you guys, so then we can hurry up and head back down. So what do you guys think? Super wide lens or the regular lens? Oh, we should put our masks back on because there's probably some people up in the temple. Ikimashou. 塩飴食べる？富士山カップル昼ご飯食べましたか？まだです。タピオカジュース飲んだ。それだけでお腹すいた。I'm hungry とっても hungry じゃあこれが終わったら何か食べよう。とんかつ。Okay. Let's go. Oh my god. That cat's still there. Oh, peace. This is cute. Yeah, usually there's a bit more people out here, but doesn't seem like there's anyone here today. So this is the temple here. Iwasaki. I forget how to read this. It's like on something. I can't read this kanji. I used to remember it. I haven't thought about it lately though, so. Do we prefer mountain bike cleats or road cleats? Mountain bike all the way. I've made a whole video talking about banana shirts today. Sorry guys, the connection seems to be a little bit weaker up here as we're climbing the mountain, so yeah, maybe we can't continue on up here. It looks like we're back though, so sorry for the delay. I think it was maybe reconnecting to a different tower up here, but we should be good now. We're back up to 30 FPS, so maybe we won't stay up here very long. This is where you can. Shinai. So So yeah, no one up here right now. This is really, I was expecting a few people at least. But anyway, the connection is bad, so ちょっと戻ろう。Ah. Alright guys, I think we're getting a little too far away from the cell phone signal, so we gotta start making our way back. Hey guys, we should be back. Sorry about that. When we were climbing up to the top of the temple, I guess the Wi-Fi signal just got a little bit too weak. So we're not going to be able to go up further up ahead, unfortunately. I don't think we're going to get enough signal up there to keep live streaming. So we're going to head back down now. But let us know if everything's working again okay right now. We just reset the stream. Okay, looks good. Thanks guys. So we should be back up to a good signal. Let's start making our way back down the mountain. We got to get a drink, so we're going to look for a vending machine. Let's head our way down. こっちで行こうか。何もない。Okay. We're going to go back the normal road. Enjoy a nice tonkatsu.
Yeah, とんかつ。
先週2回食べたとんかつ。
あれ全然違うレベル。
We had 2 times tonkatsu last week.
No level, no level. 同じレベルじゃない。
She's saying it's not high, it's normal level tonkatsu, not high quality tonkatsu. There's a difference.
一つが専門のとんかつ、一つが。
Hello from Romania. Hello, Alan.
Hello.
I visited Romania once before. Very beautiful country. Would love to go back one day for a cycling tour. So anyway, goodbye, temple. Or shrine. It's a shrine. Get Eli now for a double header. Is he live streaming now too? Yeah, he usually does. We're both in a similar time zone, so I guess we'd be live streaming about the same time. I love his streams though. It's always great to see Vietnam and get a sense of what it's like riding there. So I really enjoy his streams. And I guess that's what people like about our videos, is they get a sense about what it's like living and riding in Japan. Yeah, this being out here in the forest is really not giving us a very great signal. We got to get back towards the main roads. We'll get our fast connection back. Oh. And hello from Brazil. Always cool to see where all you guys are commenting from, where all you guys are watching from. That's one of my favorite things about doing this channel, is just the audience. Like, all you guys are watching from all around the world. It's so cool to see everyone being connected. Thank you, Perez. Thank you for the super chat. for when you find a cool drink or snack. We will definitely put that money to use and buy a nice cold beverage very soon.
Thank you so much. Thank you for snack.
Thank you. I'm actually kind of regretting that bubble tea right now with the milk. Maybe milk wasn't a great idea on a hot summer day. Milk was a bad choice. Eli was on first. I'll have to check out his stream later. All right, thanks for watching, Perez. Have a good night. Bubble guts. どっちでもまっすぐで。Let's just go down the main road. どうした？ああ。I'm lactose intolerant, but boba milk tea is hard to say no to. Yeah, can't refuse. Yeah, I usually don't like the too sweet of bubble tea myself. That's why when I'm in Taiwan, I always get it with no sugar. So no sugar, and just the sugar from the tapioca is good enough for me. But here, yeah, these were really sweet. Really sweet and heavy in milk. Not the greatest not the greatest recipe for walking outside in a hot summer day. Awesome, JK. Thanks so much for helping join our Patreon support team. It helps so much. These guys, they got some bikes here. Lots of bikes. Let's go for a driving live stream next time. Yeah, that'd be interesting. I wonder how. I've heard like there's difficulty with getting like a good connection because you're just moving all the time. But maybe we can try it out. Where are y'all headed to? We're gonna start, we've gone like completely away from where our apartment is, so we're gonna start heading back towards our area, but try and take some different roads to get there. Love the banana shirt. Thank you. This is now our favorite walking shirt. Oh, let's get that. Yeah, this road's a little bit narrow. Always good to walk to the side in case people are going by. And from Bijal. Found Tuo Cruise while being curious about Japan, and you inspired me to take up cycling after a long time. That's awesome. That's awesome that you're getting back into cycling. And yeah, hope you enjoy it. This is a okonomiyaki restaurant. Okonomiyaki is kind of like a barbecue pancake kind of pizza kind of thing. That's the only way I can really explain it. Oh, they have some steak there too, it looks like. We got a post box right here. This is the tennis dome that we just passed by earlier, and they've got parking underneath, so that's pretty cool. It's all built right above the parking. They've got some parking outside here as well. Oh, thank you, Trixie. Thank you for the super chat. Super chat. Time to grab a snack and a nice cold drink with no milk. We can't go cycling outside in San Francisco right now because of all the fires, bad air quality. Yeah, I saw some video about that. I hope you guys are safe. Some people I've heard have lost their houses. It looks really bad. So yeah, I hope you guys are okay. And your friends are okay, family's okay and everything. But yes, our next beverage will not be having any milk in it. We're passing by GU right now. This is the rival to Uniqlo. It's a little bit cheaper. They must have some sort of sale right now. There's a lot of people in there. And from Thelonious, can Thuong drive? She has her bike license in Vietnam, but she doesn't have a license in Japan or her car license. So she can only drive bikes in Vietnam. But if we do stay long-term in Japan, she'll probably get her driving license here. It's quite an expensive and long procedure. It would be a lot better for her to get her license in Vietnam and then just come over here and take the test like I did and change it. It's really expensive if you go through the whole program here. So we're gonna cross here. And from LJ, do you miss America? Yeah, of course there's some things I really miss about the US. right now I miss having visa security, not having to worry about like having a job just so I can like be in the country. But yeah, there's things I miss in America, of course. My friends, my family. I miss the mountain bike culture, the cycling culture, especially in my hometown. We have a really good cycling community in Metro Detroit area. Really amazing cycling community and really amazing network of cycling trails. So I really miss that. And the food, there's definitely some different food options I really miss. But I don't miss like tipping in restaurants, or I don't like waitresses or waiter culture in America, like how they always come up to you and they're like, oh, is everything okay? Like, I really like the restaurant culture here in Japan, where they don't bother you. Unless you call them, they don't bother you. And yeah, that's one thing I miss some of the food, the restaurant food in America, but I don't miss the restaurant service, if that makes sense. So it's a mix. Yeah, there's good things in Japan, good things in America. There's no perfect country. But no matter where you go, there's going to be certain things you miss about those countries as opposed to other countries. Thank you. Wow, the gimbal keeps going like off-sided now. I'm gonna try and rebalance it. It's an interesting wall made of rocks. In Vietnam, they want to take my plate before I finish. That never happened to me in Vietnam, thankfully. But yeah, I don't like the tiny chairs in Vietnam. Like most places, outdoor places, or like even some indoor restaurants, all the tables are like really low, and it's tiny little chairs. Like you got to squat down to fit on it. And yeah, I really dislike that. Fortunately, Thuong's restaurant, her family's restaurant, has big tables and big chairs. So yeah, it depends on where you go, but those are still really common in Vietnam, especially outdoor places. Yeah, gimbal is tired. I guess that happens at the end of the stream. We got to give the gimbal a break. The gimbal is drunk. Let's give the gimbal a quick break. ちょっと休憩. Okay. Atsui. Let's take a quick break here. We're gonna let the gimbal take a little breather. Oh. Atsui. Drunk gimbal, go home.
Gimbal tired.
Yeah, that might be it as well. It's really hot weather, so I think the equipment gets worn out a little bit quicker. The gimbal, the iPhone, Okay, we got a green light. We're good to go. Let's cross. Okay. Break time over. Do you know the channel Abroad in Japan, and what do you think about his 200-kilometer journey around Japan? Yeah, I saw a couple of the videos, I think, back when he started doing it, and I thought it was really cool what he was doing. Like, obviously he's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, foreign YouTube channel here in Japan, and he's not a guy that's like really oriented towards fitness or making fitness kind of videos, so I thought it was really cool that he challenged himself, did something new, and was able to make those kinds of videos. I'm a bit jealous because he had like a really big, like, nice support team around him, like people driving and helping film videos, and like was able to collaborate with a lot of other big YouTubers. So it looked really fun, and I'd love to do something similar one day. Yeah, if the coronavirus thing wasn't going on right now, and we had money and we didn't have to worry about visa issues, I would love to do that just like full time for a while, just travel, make videos. We're not quite big enough yet though, so hopefully we'll get there one day. All right, thanks Nicholas, thanks for watching. You guys look tired, all right. Yeah, walking in this heat is not the greatest idea, but we're gonna find a nice cold beverage here pretty soon. Man, we're not timing the light though, we're gonna be stuck here waiting in the sun for this light. Check this out though, we got all the university buses here, and I've pointed this out a couple times in some other videos. This is the building I used to work in, up in the top floor actually. Really nice building. This is a really dangerous intersection. I'd always leave work coming from this intersection, but cars will always go past the red light here, especially when it's at the end of the day, when work is finishing. So let's see if they do that today. Let's see if they run any of the red lights. Okay. And from Mido, what's your favorite YouTuber? This is difficult to answer because I watch a lot of different YouTubers, and it really changes depending, like sometimes it's a bit seasonal, like sometimes I'm in a certain mood to watch someone new. Right now, the person I'm enjoying the most is a YouTuber called Thuong. He's based in Vietnam. He speaks fluent Vietnamese and he makes comedy videos in Vietnam. So I just found his channel very recently and I really enjoy it. He's an American guy and I really enjoy his comedy kind of videos. So he's one of my favorites right now. Trixabella, vote for a massive Patreon surge to fund Tuo Cruise traveling. Yeah, definitely. If we can get a decent amount of income, a steady income from our Patreon to support us going full-time traveling, we will totally do it. Once the pandemic sort of settles down and it's a bit safer to travel again. That's something we are looking forward to doing. And that's one of our concerns about possibly setting up a long-term like work contract here, is that once I commit to a full-time work position here again, we're not going to have the freedom to travel again. Like, we're only going to have certain breaks throughout the year, and it really takes away from the time that we can dedicate into running this channel full-time. And we were hoping to focus on this channel full time once we moved to Vietnam. That's one of the nice things about moving there, is we don't have any visa issues, and we can focus 100% on making these videos and yeah, traveling to new places if we can afford it, to make some more videos for you guys. But if I commit to a full-time new position here, that's really going to put everything on hold. But right now, without a full-time position here, I can't stay here because I need to sponsor my visa or renew my visa. So we're in a really tricky situation. And it's really unclear how things are going to move forward, if countries are going to start opening up, when a vaccine is going to be developed, and how the vaccine is going to be received. There's a lot of people that are really against vaccines and don't want to take it. And yeah, there's a lot of unknowns. So unfortunately, for probably at least the next year, becoming a full-time travel channel is not really going to be possible. Even if we did have the money to do it, we probably still couldn't do it for a while until things become a little bit safer. That's the unfortunate truth right now. Migi wataru. Wakannai. Conbini ni iku? Doshita? We're gonna stop by the convenience store really quick. This used to be a Circle K, but then they shut down all the Circle K here in Japan and turned them all into family marts. Nani o kau no? Nomimono kau? Okay, she's gonna go inside and get the drinks. So while she's inside, I'm gonna wait out here. じゃあここで待つね。お茶とかお任せします。So she's gonna get the drinks and go inside, and we're gonna wait over here. Yeah, my old commute home after work, I used to commute over this way. My old apartment was over here, so we used to come here all the time. And oh, thanks so much, guys. Thanks, Theo. Thanks for the super chat. Thank you, Sabino. A drink for you and Thuong. Thanks to both of you guys. Yeah, I don't know what she's gonna get. It's gonna be a surprise to see what she gets. Yeah, I heard Russia has a vaccine right now. It's hard to know what information is true, what information is safe. Like certain countries, yeah, they're making vaccines, but not everything is like gone through regular clinical trials and regular safe tests. So yeah, I don't know. I do hope that they develop this stuff quickly, but I want to make sure it's safe enough. This is a photo booth, by the way. You can get your business photo here. These are quite expensive. It's usually at least like 800 yen, $8 to print these out. But oh man, I wish they had a table or something I could place this down on while we're waiting. I can't put it on this guy's seat, can I? Anyway. So from Eric, are you guys staying in Japan? Right now it seems to be the safest option for us. We can't enter Vietnam right now. We don't know when we're going to be able to enter Vietnam. And yeah, there's nowhere else we can go. So the safest bet is for us to stay in Vietnam or stay in Japan. But the problem with that is we need a visa. And for us to get a visa, I need to find a new job. So we're looking for that right now. But it would need to be a full-time job. And so once I start that up, it's going to be quite busy. And I'm not going to be able to focus on the channel as much anymore. So we're kind of not in a very great situation right now. And there's not many jobs available right now, honestly. There's less classes, less schools are hiring. So we'll see what happens. I'm job hunting right now. If we find something good, we'll likely be in Japan for a while. But we're also sort of crossing our fingers, waiting to see some hopeful news out of Vietnam to see if we do have the freedom to head over there. Because it'd be nice to be in a country where we don't like have to be forced to work right now. I also am a little bit scared about like starting up a full-time teaching position again, because when you're full-time teaching, you're meeting people in person, a lot of people every day. And so there's a lot of interactions, which is obviously, it's a lot more safer if you're just home and you're not interacting with anybody, just working online. I feel a lot safer. But when you work primarily online, you don't qualify for a visa here in Japan. You have to prove you have a reason to be in the country. So online work, even if I found like a remote job here in Japan, it wouldn't be a viable option for us, unfortunately. Mask めっちゃ可愛い。ありがとうございます。トゥンちゃんが作ってくれた。And hello from Stockholm. Have you ever tried a pinion gearbox bike? No, I've never tried one. I really want to try one though. They look really, really nice. And I really want to try that technology out one day. And from James, can you go back to your old job? Yeah, I don't think that's really a possibility. I'm pretty sure they found a replacement already. And I wouldn't want to go back without like being able to commit to a really long-term kind of option. Like they want someone more long-term to do that position, and that makes sense. They want someone to help grow the position, help grow the brand here. But if I'm only planning to be here for another year and eventually sort of starting my own thing, I'd feel really bad about that. And I don't want to give the false pretense like, yeah, I'm going to stay here for a couple of years. If I do it, I want to be able to commit to it for a long term. So that's one of the reasons we're looking for English teaching positions, because those are the easiest jobs to quit. Like you can just do 1 year and you can leave the company and there's no hard feelings. But any other like career oriented position, like they expect you to be a long-term commitment. They want to invest in you. They want to invest in your development. And that's why it's a really tricky position right now, because there's not many English teaching positions that are great right now that are open. And most of the good jobs won't start until April. So if I applied for those good jobs that start later, it doesn't solve our visa issue, because we need a new sponsor now. So I'm limited. I'm not able to apply for the good positions because they start too late. And I'm only able to apply for like the lower end of the spectrum kind of positions right now, unfortunately. From Andrew, let's hope the immigration officials are Tuval Cruise fans. That would be really, really nice. I wish. We have thought about turning Tuval Cruise into like an official company here in Japan, or at least like register an official company. And that way we could register our income through the company. We could register our income from Patreon through the company. And we may be able to sponsor ourselves staying in here just by doing that. We don't make enough money though, because to sponsor yourself, you need to be making at least $2,500 a month. And between Patreon and YouTube earnings, we're not even close to that total amount. So it wouldn't be possible to completely sponsor ourselves with just that. But maybe we could make a business where we have our online revenue, we have our crowdfunding revenue, and we create the additional revenue to make up the gap through like cycling tours or different services. So this is an idea I sort of have, but legally I'm not sure how possible it is, because you really need to have contracts with local Japanese customers. And right now all the crowdfunding is through like outside of Japan, and all the Google AdSense earning is most like outside of Japan. So you need to have like contracts with Japanese companies, and that's the big thing. So it's really tricky. From Orange Range, is there a new Taiyaki episode? No, there's no Taiyaki specific episodes right now. And could I work in a Japanese company which is located in Vietnam in the future? Yeah, maybe that could be a possibility, especially if I get good at speaking Vietnamese. Oh, Tuan's back. Yeah. Nani o katta no?
Green tea.
Green tea. Yeah. All right. Nice and cold. How hot is it in Nagoya right now? It is about 33 degrees Celsius. Why not open a bike service store? That would be a huge investment. Again, for the business visa, you need to invest at least $50,000. And I'm also not a great mechanic, so that wouldn't be a great option. I don't think anyone would want me servicing their bikes. Oishii. Ah, hitotsu dake katta? Okay, we're sharing the green tea. Yeah, sometimes sports drink is like the best for you in this hot weather, but I get really sick of drinking the same sports drink flavor all the time. Here in Japan, there's only like the one sports drinks flavor, but in the US, there's a lot of sports drink flavors. There's like 5 to 10 different Gatorade flavors, Powerade, different varieties. But here in Japan, there's only like Pocari Sweat and Aquarius, and it's the same flavor. So it gets really old really fast. I wish they had more variety. Oh man, this is really good right now. What's the design on the masks? These are Mount Fuji.
Fuji-san.
Fuji-san. So yeah, Tun-chan made these.
Yeah, made by me.
We love your couple shirts. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Banana shirt.
That white bike behind you looks so good. White bike.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's just a standard cross bike here. Those are really common.
Weekend bike. Brand.
From Trixabella, I'll work for free. I'll be the mechanic. You be Mr. Boss. Yeah, that sounds like a good arrangement. Yeah, it'd be really cool if we could find like, I don't know, a partner that we could partner up with, maybe like a really good bike mechanic. And we could offer a variety of different services. Like we could have a shop, we could offer mechanic services, we could do tours and run everything together. I think it'd be really hard for us to just run on our own. But if we found like an ideal partner for something like that, that might be something we could explore. How about a Vietnamese restaurant in Nagoya? That's also a possibility. Restaurants are generally easier because there's a set pattern on how to do that. It's very clear. And yeah, if people are interested in Vietnamese food, there's a huge Vietnamese population. I think running a restaurant though is really hard, a lot of hard work. From James, what do you think about drinking coffee and cycling? Some say it's good, some say it's bad. I wouldn't know, I don't drink coffee very often, but a lot of my cycling friends would drink coffee, and they generally were pretty fast people, so I think it can be, I don't think it's too detrimental, but yeah, maybe there are some other health concerns with drinking coffee that you got to be careful about. All right, we're going to continue on with our walk, I think. Tsuzukimashou. Yeah, it's getting hot again. It was supposed to be cloudy. I thought we were going to be under some nice cloud cover today, but no, this is the cross bike you guys were looking at earlier. These are really common. I think that bike would only be about, it has some, maybe $150. $150 to $200 is the price range I'm guessing for that bike. And oh, some nice bikes here. Kawasaki.
Nice car.
Nice car.
Yeah. Mountain car.
So let's go on the main road here. From Henry, as Thuong's family is running a restaurant in Vietnam, maybe they can send over some recipes. Yeah, she's already a really good cook. She knows how to do a lot of that stuff, but it's a lot different when you're running a restaurant. And yeah, restaurants just, it's a lot of busy work. There's a lot of prep. But it could be fun. I don't know. There's a lot of different ideas we're exploring. Like the easy routes are we could set up a language school, we could set up a restaurant. But yeah, there's no easy route. They're all gonna be at least a $50,000 investment, plus an extra $10,000 in legal fees and other setup fees. and it would be a long-term commitment. We'd have to get a location. We'd have to decide on the location. Yeah, it's not something we can like just casually consider. It'd be a huge, huge, huge investment. We should be walking on that side. That's where all the shade is from. We'll cross over there soon. Vietnamese home-cooked meals on-demand order. That sounds cool. Yeah, I can deliver by bike. So they'll get the American delivering the food. They can speak English when we deliver the food. And they'll get their Vietnamese food delivered. That would be cool. Where is this place? We are in Nagakute in Japan, east of Nagoya. What about a home tutor part-time, maybe? Yeah, all these are doable. The problem is you need to be able to connect it to sponsoring a visa. So you need to be able to prove like long-term contracts. So home tutoring, it can be really profitable, but you need to organize it in a way where it can sponsor your visa or sponsor the company. Who's ready to help be angel investors for the greatness of Tuo Cruise? Yeah, we got to put together a good business plan first. LJ. Yeah, I didn't notice the stream has been going on for about 2 hours already. Yeah, we've been streaming for a while. I think we're gonna end here really soon though. We're starting to walk back towards our main apartment. So we will be ending the stream here pretty soon. And from Scotty, is it possible to create more Japanese geared content on YouTube? Yeah, this is a possibility. So for example, by making our channel about Japan and filming videos in Japan, we prove like a necessity that we need to be in Japan. So that would meet one of the regulations for the visa, because we need to prove we have a valid reason for being in the country. So by doing that, we're okay with that. The other problem though is income. We need to be generating at least $2,500 in income, and we're nowhere near that right now. But some other possibilities is if we were able to like collaborate possibly with different like tourism boards, like different government tourism boards, and help like promote tourism to that area. We could have long-term contracts and we could have other sources of income, and we might be able to get to that minimum amount that we need. but it's a tough choice because basically we'd have to invest $60,000 just to be able to sustain ourselves by continuing to do YouTube here in Japan. So we have to pay like $60,000 just to do YouTube and other stuff here in Japan, which is not a great investment. It's not a great ROI because we obviously don't make that much here for it to really be that profitable. We'd just be surviving. But if we did the same thing in Vietnam, there's no startup fee. We can just live there. We don't have to worry about a business visa or anything like that. And we can just continue doing that. Then we can travel back to Vietnam. I can come for 3 months. We might be able to get a special tourist visa for her. And we could come over here like for a month period at a time and keep making travel videos and come back here. So that's why we're thinking Vietnam is the better base for us to focus on YouTube full time. Because yeah, we don't have to tie up $60,000 and we have the freedom to go anywhere and we can dedicate all of our time on making videos. But if I go back to a full-time teaching position here, I'm spending at least 40 hours a week working, maybe an extra 5+ hours of commuting and other prep work that I could be spending on like traveling, making more videos, and making this channel even better. How many kilometers do you walk today? Quite a few. I don't know, maybe, I don't know, 5 to 10, somewhere in that range maybe. And from Mani Kantan, is it possible to deep freeze Vietnamese food cooked in Vietnam, then sell in Japanese storefronts? We actually have a friend who just opened up a Vietnamese import store. So he imports products from Vietnam and sells them here. So he just applied, actually he changed his citizenship. He's Vietnamese, he changed to Japanese citizenship and he just opened up the store. We just went and visited it. It's really good. So there's already someone doing that here. We wouldn't want to compete with him. And from Sabino, you guys stay safe. Hopefully more streams in the future. Yeah, we just upgraded our SIM card. Last time, Toonchum was on a 6 GB SIM card. We upgraded it with an extra 20 gigabytes. So that should be enough for us to stream maybe 3 times a month, 4 times a month, hopefully. We'll have to see how much we have left over after this, but hopefully that should be enough. It was quite an expensive upgrade. We're now spending about $50 a month on her SIM card. But yeah, we should be able to keep streaming like this. Hopefully no more errors like the last time where our data just ran out in the middle of the stream. Well, we got some cool cars over here. Totomate. This guy's leaving. I know you guys like your cool cars. So I think these guys do import cars. They always have cool stuff out there. From Henry, which is the better network, Docomo or au? I'm not sure. We're using a card indirectly off of Docomo. We don't have a contract with one of the main characters or main carriers, but we do a card that's sort of like a subcontract. So it doesn't lock you in a long-term contract. It doesn't lock you into crazy fees. But the disadvantage is we don't get like unlimited data and we don't have like the fastest connection. If we wanted like a unlimited data with a fast connection plan, we'd be spending at least $100 a month, and it would lock you into some crazy contract. Japan used to be really bad with that, locking you into contracts and like you could only buy phones if you were in a contract with that carrier. So we're here, Nagakute, lovely city. They got some tennis over here, always packed. All right, so we're probably just gonna be streaming for another like 5 minutes or so. So if you are sticking around, before you go, please make sure to like the video. It helps support our channel. And if you have any other questions you wanted us to answer, now is the time to write them in the chat. We are ready to head home really quick. We wanna rinse off in the shower, relax in the AC for a little bit. And we do have an exciting big video coming up tonight, 9 p.m. Japan time, as usual. We've got our Domino's over here. Sometimes we order some pizza from there. Not lately though. It's not the greatest. This is a nice park over here, Irigaike Koen. There's a nice little pond in the center. Alright guys, I think we're gonna finish up the stream here. We are quite tired. I'm quite tired of holding this camera. So thank you as always for joining on today's stream. We hope you enjoyed it. And we will be streaming regularly every week from now on. We'll post our schedule on our Facebook page, on our YouTube community page, and on our Patreon page. So be sure to check those places out. And please, we'd appreciate it. Like the video before you leave. And thank you everyone who donated for all our delicious food today. We're gonna go get some more food right now as well. And yeah, thanks as always guys. We'll see you next time in the next stream here on TWC. Bye bye.
Bye bye.